Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about how the pregnancy is going so far, exactly like how far along I am, what my betas were and everything, and yeah, so if you're interested in hearing about that, keep watching. Okay guys, so I am currently 5 weeks and 7 days, and I haven't really done any updates. You know, a big thing is just my family was here when we found out, and they were here for over a week visiting, and so just spending time with them and just kind of taking a little bit of a break from doing videos and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't really been on. And also, I will say the first part of this pregnancy, I really haven't had many symptoms. I would say the main thing that I've had since the beginning has been, I haven't really been sleeping well. That could also be nerves, just because, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant and all the things that come to mind with that. So that could definitely be part of it. But also, I think there is this physiological thing happening in my body where, and I've heard that progesterone can do this, where I feel like my body's kind of revved up and it's kind of hard to take. Sometimes I feel like kind of short of breath or something. And so that makes it hard to sleep when that's happening, when I'm trying to go to sleep and all of that, and also just kind of experiencing that during the day. Also, I will say I've had like gas and like kind of painful gas. So also menstrual cramp type feelings that are definitely like uterine cramps, mild and just kind of every once in a while. But yeah, so that gas cramping kind of feeling, it's kind of like, oh, that's uncomfortable, and then I'll have some gas or something. And but thankfully, I know some people get constipation or diarrhea, and I haven't really had any one of those, but I have had this kind of painful gas. So those are really the big things that have been kind of consistent since the beginning, really. I would say recently, right now I'm feeling great, currently, but earlier today, it's in the evening right now, earlier today I probably felt more unsettled in my stomach. Not really that I was gonna throw up, but kind of feeling a little bit more nauseous than I've been feeling at all. I did also have this yesterday a little bit, but today was more than that. And I don't know if it also had to do with, drank like a smoothie this morning, and I haven't really been drinking smoothies too much, but it had like protein powder, because I'm like thinking like, oh, I need to make sure I'm getting enough protein, because that's the building blocks, and you know, I want to help my body build this baby, you know. So anyway, I don't know if that might have had something to do with it, because it was like, as towards the end of me drinking that smoothie, I was like, oh, I do not feel so good, and I really couldn't even finish it. And then I just kind of didn't really feel so good for most of the morning, and then it kind of went away and then kind of came back a little bit later. So anyway, that's, I guess, you know, nausea may be a part of this, but this is just kind of the beginning for me of feeling any of that. So I will say, I mean, I'm thankful in a sense. Like, I haven't felt like, I feel like some people talk about they're extremely exhausted, and like, you know, and even the nose sensitivity, like this high smell sensitivity, I really haven't noticed that too much. I will say today I felt like I kind of noticed it a little bit more than normal. Like, I was making myself some ginger tea because my stomach was not feeling so well, and that just seemed to smell stronger than it normally does. And even when I put some honey in it, I opened the honey, I was like, wow, that's a really strong smell. And I feel like usually honey doesn't smell exactly like that to me, or that strong. So, you know, maybe mildly experiencing that. But yeah, so currently that's the symptoms I have felt. Maybe a little bit crazy dreams, but I've in the past had vivid dreams too, so I don't think it's really anything out of the ordinary that what I've had before, but I was kind of noticing the past couple of nights like, oh, that dream was pretty vivid, but it wasn't really like any more than I feel like I've had in the past sometimes. So, but yeah, and also kind of an increase in appetite, but not very extreme. Like, I know some people talking about they're just ravenous and they just have to eat. And I definitely don't feel that way. You know, now that today that my stomach was not feeling so well, and even yesterday, I feel like I haven't even eaten as much as I was, and I felt like I was having like where I would get hungrier quicker. Like after breakfast, I was getting hungrier earlier than I normally would, and like it's kind of too early to eat lunch, so I would just kind of eat a little snack, which I usually don't do that. So that was, I think, you know, I would say a slight increase in appetite, but not too extreme, I feel like. Oh, another thing that I did notice though is when my husband and I love to eat Vietnamese food, and we love to get pho. And usually it's like this huge bowl, and usually I don't eat all of it. And there's, you know, a pretty good amount left. I mean, not a ton, but there's a good amount left. And my husband he could eat 2 bowls probably. He just can eat noodles, soup noodles, or like just go down like chugging water for him. Like he eats it really fast, and it doesn't fill him as much as it fills me. But anyway, we went twice in that earlier part of pregnancy, and I was like almost finishing the whole bowl. And so I think that was kind of a pretty good, like the control, you know, before that I wouldn't finish it and there would be a significant amount left for him to enjoy. And then now it's like there's not really anything left. So that is, you know, an increase in appetite, I would say. So anyway, those are really the main things that I've felt. Oh, I will say also, just like my breasts are kind of tender. They kind of comes and goes. Like some days are more tender than other days, but that is, and it kind of feels like I would get that before I would start my period usually. So it feels very similar to that. But yeah, that's really all I can think of that I've experienced, and I'm thankful it's been pretty mild, that I haven't had too strong of symptoms yet, and who knows, it might get more and more, so we'll find out. But anyway, going back to, I'm going to talk about my betas, so my blood draws, and what my HCG was. So in the video where we responded to finding out that we were pregnant, you probably could hear in there that my first beta at 9 days past a 5-day transfer was 437, which is really high. Like, it seems like from things I've seen, and even just my nurse telling me, you know, because they said they wanted at least 30, and so 437 is a lot higher than that. And then I went back 48 hours after that, and it was at 964. So it's definitely increasing just like it needed to, you know, even more than doubled, and still very high. And then my clinic does it where you come back 1 week after that to have a third blood draw to test your HCG. And at that time, it was at 11,752, I think. I'm trying to remember all these numbers. I think that's it. But anyway, so still very high. So my nurse did say, you know, it's not guaranteed, but that it could be indicating that we could have twins, because we did transfer 2 embryos. But, you know, we won't know actually until, so today that I'm recording this is Tuesday, and we have our ultrasound on Thursday, and that's where we'll find out how many. So I will definitely update you guys about that and let you know about that. But I did want to get on and do kind of an early pregnancy, you know, symptoms update, and just what our the blood work has shown so far, just so you guys kind of know about that. I also will show you my bump. I mean, the baby's so small right now. I think, you know, there's these apps and stuff you can get on your phone, and I think it says it's like an apple seed or something like that. Can't remember exactly. Maybe sesame seed. I don't know. Very small right now. So anyway, but I will show you what my belly looks like right now, and some of that is just, you know, progesterone gives you bloat, but I do feel like, you know, the belly is, you know, extending some, you know, it's not anything where it's like, oh, I can't wear these pants, or I can't, you know, I'm definitely not even close, you know, to that. Maybe some things maybe feel a little bit tighter, I don't know, but not too significant. So, but I will show you, and then but yeah, that's pretty much it. I would love to hear from you guys too. Like, what did you have symptoms early on in your, you know, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? You know, I'm pretty much completed my 5th week. Tomorrow I'll officially be 6 weeks. So, but yeah, I'm just curious to know what symptoms maybe you guys had early in pregnancy and all of that. But that's pretty much what I've experienced, and I know everyone's so different. So, but all right, well, here's the belly shot. Okay, whoa, really white. But yeah, so that's, let's see if I can get it a little bit more. Okay, so here's the belly shot. So yeah, not much, nothing too exciting happening right now, but there is kind of a pooch, definitely. All right, that's it. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.